All right, today we're pulling back the curtain on a franchise opportunity that is, quite literally, hiding in plain sight. It's in an industry that's all around us, in every home, in every office. We're talking about glass, and we're going to look at how a company called the Glass Guru has turned something so common and so breakable into an incredible business. So let's get right into it.
Okay, let's kick things off with a number that might just blow you away. $657 billion. That is the glass sector's contribution to the home services market. I mean, just let that sink in. This isn't some small niche trend. It's a fundamental part of our economy. Every single window, every shower door, every glass tabletop, it all adds up to this massive, non-stop demand.
And because it's everywhere, we kind of take it for granted, which is why many people in the know have called the glass industry the ultimate sleeper industry. Think about it. It's huge, it's growing, it's incredibly recession-resistant, because when a window breaks, you have to fix it, and yet it just flies under the radar for so many entrepreneurs. And that right there is the opportunity.
So what is it about glass that makes it such a rock-solid opportunity year after year? Let's break down the core reasons why this overlooked market is absolutely ripe for investment.
It really boils down to two simple, powerful facts. First, glass is one of the top 5 most used building materials in the country. But second, it is by far the most fragile. You see that combination? It creates this constant built-in demand that never goes away. And now, look at the future. The market is projected to hit nearly $500 billion by 2032. This isn't just a stable business, it's a business with a very, very bright future.
All right, so this multi-billion-dollar sleeper industry is out there. How do you get a piece of it? Well, that's where the Glass Guru comes into the picture. They've figured out how to become that trusted, go-to expert in every community they serve.
And look, this is not some flash-in-the-pan startup. They were founded way back in 2004 and started franchising in 2007. Now think about that timing for a second. Right on the brink of the Great Recession. They didn't just survive, they actually grew through it, which proved just how resilient this model is. We're talking about 2 decades of experience building a brand people trust.
And here is their key differentiator. This is huge. They are the only brand in North America that is truly full service, handling everything from restoration and simple repairs all the way up to complete replacement. For a customer, this is amazing. One call does it all. For a franchisee, it's a massive competitive advantage. You become the single solution in your area.
So we keep saying full service, but what does that actually mean for you, the owner? Well, it means you get a whole menu of high-demand, high-margin services that your local competition probably can't even touch. Let's take a look.
You can just see the range here is incredible. It goes way beyond just fixing broken windows. We're talking custom shower enclosures, new energy-efficient doors, commercial storefronts, the whole shebang. What this does is it gives an owner multiple streams of revenue so you're not reliant on just one thing, and it lets you cast a much, much wider net for customers.
Okay, now this is a true game changer. Their signature service is Foggy Window Repair. You know when moisture gets trapped between the panes of a window? Most companies will tell you the only solution is a super expensive full replacement. Not the Glass Guru. They have a proprietary process to fix it, saving the customer 50% or more. It's an incredible value for the homeowner and a unique, high-margin service for the franchisee. It's a total win-win.
And the unique offerings don't stop there. Think about these things. In-glass pet doors, custom-framed mirrors, custom tabletops. These are the kinds of specialized jobs that the average handyman or glass shop just won't do. For a Glass Guru owner, every single one of these is another profitable revenue stream that builds incredible customer loyalty.
All right, a great model and unique services are one thing. But I know what you're really thinking about. Show me the money, right? So let's get down to brass taxes and look at the financial performance.
This is the million-dollar question. In some cases, literally. And we're not just going to pull numbers out of thin air. We're going to look directly at their Franchise Disclosure Document, or FDD. This is the official, legally required report card that shows you exactly what the earning potential looks like.
Okay, just take a second and let these numbers sink in.
They really do speak for themselves. You can see right here that the top 50%, half of their franchisees, are averaging over $1 million in annual sales. And if you look at the top performers, that number climbs past $1.7 million. This shows a clear, proven, and scalable path to generating serious revenue. And it's not just a few owners doing well. The entire brand is on a major upward swing. Look at this chart. System-wide revenue grew from around $33 million to over $53 million in just 5 years. That shows you the model isn't just stable, it's in a serious growth phase, even through all the economic chaos of the last few years.
So, what does it take to get in on this? The all-in initial investment starts at around $140,000, and that includes your franchise fee. That covers everything you need to get your doors open. And yeah, there are ongoing fees for royalties, marketing, and tech. But you have to remember, those are investments back into your business to keep the phones ringing and your operations running smoothly. Now that we've seen the potential, let's talk about the how. How does the Glass Guru actually equip its owners to hit those kinds of numbers? Well, it all starts with who they're looking for and the support they provide from day one.
Now listen closely, because this next part surprises a lot of people. You need absolutely zero, trade experience to do this. I'll say it again. They are not looking for glaziers or technicians. They're looking for business leaders who can build and manage a team to go out and do the work. This is a management franchise.
So who is the perfect fit? It's someone who's service-oriented, who's savvy with sales, and who isn't afraid to think big. They're looking for proactive leaders who want to build a real, substantial business, not just, buy themselves a job. And what's really cool is that there's not just one way to own this business. You can start hands-on as an owner-operator and then grow into a manager role. Or you could be semi-involved from the beginning and hire a manager to run the day-to-day. There's even a path for pure investors. The model is flexible enough to match your goals.
Look, they don't just hand you the keys and wish you luck. They give you a complete blueprint for success. That means full training on every single service, a dedicated marketing team at corporate that generates leads for you, access to their national vendor network for great discounts, and non-stop support whenever you need it.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here. A massive market, a unique model, really strong financials, and a rock-solid support system. Let's tie it all together. So let's just boil it all down. Why the Glass Guru? Because you get a massive, stable market that's built on a fundamental need. You get a proven model that has been tested by time and tough economies. You get unique, high-margin services that set you apart from everyone else. You get incredible financial potential. And you get all the training and support you need to make it happen.
Every pane of glass really does tell a story. With the Glass Guru, you have a clear path to make your own business story a very profitable one. So if you're ready to look past the obvious and see this incredible opportunity, I'd say request more information. The only question left is this: the next time you look through a window, are you just going to see the view, or are you going to see your future?